some guys from Asleep at the Wheel to play on the record, and so I toured this summer with those guys, and we play some songs in the middle of their show, and Ray Benson was really generous to let me come out and do that. We had a good time. So I want to play a song from that record. It's kind of a true story. There was many years ago, I lived in California, and I worked with a guy that it came to be Christmas time, and we'd usually ride up to Palmdale to play this little bar up there we'd ride with him, and he said, well, guys, I can't give you a ride because it's Christmas time and I'm getting ready to make my run through the South. And I call it my Santa Claus run through the South. And he said, well, what's that all about? And he says, well, I got a family in El Paso, and then I go back down through Memphis, and then I've got a family there too, and then my other family's over in the Carolinas. And so he had his station wagon packed full of all these toys and stuff, and he was going to make his run and see all of his kids. He didn't tell us at that time that he was married to them all at the same time. and then, years, we got to know him a little bit longer, and he had at least a couple of families going at the same time. And I don't know, he wasn't even Mormon or anything. So this is about him, sort of. They all wondered where he was about half the time, while he was trying to keep his story straight, walking that crooked line, working at love way too hard, busy as a man could be, with a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. And I said, why do you look for trouble? How you gonna keep it up? Brother, when you're dealing double, too much is never enough. And when it all catches up with you, where do you think you'll be? With a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. Now when his story started to unravel, he just couldn't hold on. How many lies can one man juggle before he has to drop them all? He let his good things slip all out of control. Lord, he started a family with a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. And I said, why do you look for trouble? How you gonna keep it up? Brother, when you're dealing double, and too much is never enough. And when it all catches up with you, where do you think you'll be? With a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. They all met up accidentally just outside Texarkana. That's when his two families found out about another one in South Louisiana. And they all said, why do you look for trouble? How you gonna keep it up? Brother, when you're dealing double, and too much is never enough. And when it all catches up with you, where do you think you'll be? With a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. And New Orleans, a woman in Texas and a woman in Tennessee. sea.